Art students, Brian Proctor back again with another video and another message. Now, this has been on my mind for a while now, so I decided to just go ahead and do this. And this is some knowledge, a little knowledge I'm going to drop on you, knowledge that you guys need. Now, I know a lot of people are not going to want to hear this. A lot of people are going to turn it, but it's because you're not ready yet. There are some people that are not ready to receive this stuff, and there are some people that are ready to receive that. And to those who are ready to receive it, this is for you guys. This is for you artists out there. And the thing is, I did a video not too long ago that it was called, what is it called? Why some people succeed and why some people fail. And this is on the same line because artists, a lot of artists out there, you guys fail, we fail. And it's not because we're not talented enough, it's because of rejection. And a lot of times we end up rejecting ourselves as well. But most of this is due to negativity because we hang around negativity so much. If you think about it, if you really think about it, any show you watch, any movie, a cartoon, whatever, it's negative. It's just negative, 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 and then a little positive. Because out of a 2-hour show or 2-hour movie we might watch, we get about 10 minutes of positivity. Because if you think about it, all shows start out with some trouble. Here's some trouble. Guy walks in a bank. He takes people hostage. He shoots the security. So now we have to get the good guy. He comes and he tries to get the people out. He tries to kill the hostage, kill the bank robbers. So the whole movie is about the hero trying to get in there and get the hostages, kill the bank robbers, save the day. But it's negative, 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 negative. At the end, he makes it, but this is after his partner gets killed and some hostages get killed. So our whole lives are surrounded by negativity. So we will receive negative stuff better than we will receive positive, or quicker than we will receive positive stuff. I'll give you an example. If you work hard to do a drawing and you say to me, "Oh, Brian, what does this drawing look like?" And I say, "Oh, that's a great drawing. That's beautiful." You would not take that compliment. You'd be like, "Oh, it's okay. You know, I could do better." Or you would take that compliment, but it would only last 10 minutes, 20 minutes. But if I said to you, "Oh, that picture looks like crap. Get this out of my face." 6 months later, that would still be in you. "Oh, he said my picture looks bad. I can't do it." But it's because we surround ourselves with negativity all day long. So you have to stop being around that stuff. We look at the news. Look at the news. "Oh, this person died. There was a bomb here. There's a fire here. This person killed 20 people in the mall." And at the end, "Oh, this man saved a puppy out of traffic." Okay, how long is that going to stay in your mind? But the person that just shot somebody, 50 times, that stays in there forever. You're scared to go to the mall. That's because we surround ourselves with negativity. And as artists, we suck that stuff in, and we need to stay away from people that are not in line with our goals. That includes family and friends. Now, you can't get rid of your family, but you can get rid of friends, because if your family is not in line with you, you don't need to say what you're trying to do. If you're an artist and your mom and your dad are telling you, "Oh, that looks bad. It doesn't. You won't make it. You won't." Don't show them. You can still draw, but don't run in the kitchen. "Hey, mom, look at this. Hey, dad, check this out. What do you think?" "Oh, no, no, no." Because once you get so much negativity and so much rejection, you start to sabotage yourself. Now, there are so many people that are so close to producing a book or finishing that picture or what have you, but because you hear it all the time, you say to yourself, "Oh, that eye's not right, or that hand is not right. I can't get it until I get it right." So you never finish it because you're always downing yourself, because that's all you hear all day is negativity and rejection. Now, I remember when I was young, I tried to go to DC. I tried to do Marvel. I tried to do Image. I sent all these little tryouts out. And I just got back rejection after rejection after rejection. And I got to the point where I stopped drawing at one time. But then I started drawing again. And I said to myself, "All right, if they won't accept me, I'll do it myself. I'll make my own book." But I never said that I was not good enough. Now, anytime you pick up a pencil, you need to say to yourself every time, "I'm a great artist. And the more I draw, the better I get." And that's one of the reasons why some people are not at that level they want to do, because they just don't draw enough. If you draw every day, 5 minutes a day, draw an eye every day or a hand every day, you would get that good. And that's the reason why these comic book artists are so good, because that's all they do all day. 8, 10, 12 hours a day, they are drawing everything. If you did the same thing, you would become a great artist. But a lot of people, you give up. You say you want to do it, but you give up. But then you go get on your skateboard and you're doing these rolls and tricks and flips that nobody else can do. Or you get on your bike and you're doing all the stuff that nobody else can do. Or you get on a basketball court and you're dribbling and dunking and all. But then you won't give up on that. But something that's going to be, that is your dream, that's in your heart. Oh, I can't draw it. I give up. I give up, because you are surrounded by negative. Even the songs we listen to. Oh, he stole my girlfriend. Oh, my girlfriend broke up with me and ran off. I saw my boyfriend with another girl. My dog ran away. It's all negative. We surround ourselves with negativity so much. To do this or to succeed in life, you have to surround yourself with, one, people that are in the same line as you, are doing the same thing. And two, get away from all that negative stuff. Find some music, some jazz or something to listen to. Get out of the news, get out of the TV. Yes, I watch TV sometimes, not TV. I only watch like movies, but I don't flood my mind with it. Once I get home from work, I'm at my drawing table. I'm listening to positive music and I'm saying to myself, yes, this is good. This is good. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better. But if you are surrounding yourself with people that, one, are not in line with what you want to do, they'll pull you away. If you're surrounding yourself with complainers or people that are just running out and want to party all day, you'll never get there. You'll never get there. And one day you'll wake up and you'll be 40, 50 and say to yourself, man, I only wish I had done this. That's why doctors become doctors. They have to put all that stuff aside. It takes them, 10 years or so to do that, 20 years to become a doctor or whatever. There's no partying, there's studying. But when they reach there, they're happy. And then they're making the money they want because they're doctors. Now, again, you cannot go and tell everybody what you do. Everybody doesn't like art. I had a story that I did a picture of Magneto, and I'll see if I can dig it up one day. I'll see if I can dig it up. So I was teaching classes at a comic book shop, my local comic book shop. I made friends with the lady that owned it. So she let me put some of my work up, and I was teaching at a shop. And I came in early one day before class, and I had one of my pictures up. And this picture took me several months to do because it was a picture of Magneto. And it was all done in a ballpoint pen. So I went through many pens to do that picture. So I had it up, and the girl came in with her boyfriend. And the boyfriend looked up at the picture, and he was like, he was amazed. And the girl, she didn't see him, but when she walked over, sorry, I kicked my camera, but when she walked over and saw what he was looking at, she looked up at it and she said, the eye's crooked, just like that. I mean, that made me so mad. I wanted to grab her by her hair and just throw her down and say, well, didn't you draw it then? You draw it. But I had to get over that. And let me show you the picture. I don't know if the camera's going to actually show it off or not. This was done in ballpoint pen. I'm not going to put it forward, but you see the size of this picture, and it was all done with a ballpoint pen. So that took me a long time, and I know that this is a nice picture, but all it took was one person to say, oh, the eye's crooked. And I'm like, are you crazy? So yeah, that stuff, it stays with you. So you need to stay away from people that are negative. As I said, I can say one bad thing about a picture, and it'll stay with you forever. Even though you know you're a good artist, stay away from people that are not in line with what you want to do. Another short story for you guys. I had a friend who got a trip to Hawaii. His friend was going to take him to Hawaii with him. So he started telling everybody at his job, oh, I'm going to Hawaii, I'm going to Hawaii, you know, and I told him, I said, man, don't tell these people that stuff. Don't tell these people that stuff. So he went to Hawaii, and when he got back, guess what happened? They kind of dropped his position, they dogged him, and then they fired him. Because everybody doesn't have your best interest at hand. You cannot tell everybody what your blessing is, because some people will curse you or try to stop your blessing. If you had a car and you want to race this other guy, and both your cars made like 1,200 horsepower, and then you figured out a way to get like 1,300 horsepower from your engine, you wouldn't go tell that guy, hey man, you know what? I just figured out how to get 1,300 horses out of my engine. I'm gonna beat you. This guy will either sabotage the race somehow, not race you, or find a way to get more power from his car. So you cannot go and tell people your blessings. You can tell the ones that will bless you or help you, but the ones that don't care, don't do it, because you will lose your blessings. So I just wanted to get this out, and basically because if you're going to be an artist, and I don't know if I said this in the beginning because it was just so much in my head, then you need the knowledge to know how to do it. Unless you just want to draw a picture of Hulk or Superman in your notebook and put it away. If you're trying to make money, if you're trying to do a business on this, knowledge is power. You're going to need to know this. You're going to run into a lot of rejection. You're going to run into times where you're going to say to yourself, I can't, nothing's working, but you just got to do it. Because you ask any millionaire, they struggle. They dropped out of college. They dropped out of school. They lived in their cars. They could have gave up at any time, but they pushed it because that was their goal in life. My goal has always been to be an artist. And I could not get a job on the comic book companies. I did my own book. If you couldn't get a job somewhere else, figure out a way. One millionaire said, if you can't find the circumstances that you need, make your own circumstances. If you can't get a job cutting grass with some company, get your lawnmower and go cut your own grass. Start your own business. Make the circumstances that you need if you can't find them. Get out there and say, I'll do it myself. I'll create it myself. And don't stop. Don't let everybody know what you're doing. Don't worry about what people say. You know what you are and what you can do. Just do it. Don't worry about them. In the end, they'll be the ones that say, oh man, I wish I had this. So just go out there, do it. Remember what you want to do. Focus on that. Stay away from negative people. Stay away from negative things. Just keep your mind focused on what you want to do. Walk in that direction. Pass everybody by. Unless they want to come with you. If they want to come with you, come on. And that's what I'm doing now. That's why I'm teaching, because I said to myself, I have to go in this direction with or without you. If you want to come, I will take your hand and I will pull you along with me as far as you want to go. If you want to get dropped off at this point, that's fine. If you want to continue to go with me, if you want to surpass me, I will help you, because I said I wanted to go to this point. This is what I want right here. Now, when I get this, I'll be happy. Now, I'll show you how to get this and show you how to keep going if you want to keep going, but I'm going to go and do my thing. So this is why I'm giving you guys a little knowledge, because I really don't see too many other people doing that. And you need that. I don't care how old you are. You might be a young artist. You definitely need that. If you might be an old artist, you need this because you may have stopped, or you may have seen something that you didn't like, or something that's holding you up. But just keep going, keep going, keep going. That makes a difference between a winner and a loser. So without any further ado, let's do a little bit of drawing. Swallow that knowledge, and let's do a little bit of drawing. All right, so after I drop that knowledge, let me give you a little more knowledge about doing the expressions. I had a subscriber ask me to do a video on facial expressions, and I said to myself, that's an important part of comics and drawing, because you always look at the face. Whenever we look at a drawing, especially of a person, that's one of the first things we look at is the face, because even in life, we look at the face. If you're in class and some stranger walks into your class, the first thing you do is look at that face, because you might say to yourself, oh, do I know that person? Or, oh, that's a good looking person. Or you're looking at that expression because you don't know if that guy's going to come in with a bomb or whatever. You need to be ready to run. So that's the first thing we do. And we look at when we do comics, or when we look at comics, is the facial expressions. Then you have the hands. Then you have the body, because the face tells the story, assisted by the hands, and then the body gesture. So let's do the head first. Let's look at a structure. Slow down, Brian, slow down. Yeah, I know. Let's look at the structure of a head. This is going to be a quick video, nothing really detailed. So the head is basically just a ball with a square attached to it. Let's just do the little square attached to it, like that. So for all you people that are having trouble doing faces, or heads, this is what it is. And I did a video on drawing the faces, and I want to do another one on that, doing some hard angles or some different angles. So we have that, and then you just, like in the center, halfway, wherever the chin is going to be, just do almost like a diamond. You and your diamonds and your triangles, Brian. Triangle, it would be a triangle all the way down if I kept it going like that. And then your brow would be here, and your brow would come off of that. So I did this from this point to the center. So this would be like the length of your chin, and then you just come up like that. And for those of you that don't know, your mouth is going to fall on that line because that's the part that lowers down. Now, this could be a shorter box, or it could be a shorter box or bigger circle, but I'm just showing you guys a quick way to do it. So your brow is going to be here, your nose is going to come down the center, and that's just a rectangle. And then that goes out to almost like a triangle again. Triangle, exactly. Yes, Brian, you got that right. Your mouth is just a little below this. There's a little, somebody corrected me. I don't know if I call it a septum or, it's either the septum or the something else, this little piece here. My grandmother used to call it a snot catcher because when I was young, I always had runny nose, and my snot was, just puddling up down there. Septum or something else. It was two things, not devium. I don't know, but somebody told me that I was using the wrong one. So yeah, it's not sternum. I know that much. So anyway, your eyes, this is going to be the top of your nose. That's your brow. The eyes are sucked in. So you want to do like another half a diamond. There you go again with that diamond, boy. Half a triangle coming across like that. And then you can shape it up or round it off, and your eyes are going to be, your center of your eye is supposed to be at the end of your mouth. But that all depends, and the word depends is big in comics because you could be drawing the Western style, you could be drawing more of a realistic, you could be drawing manga, you could be drawing any kind of style, so it's subject to change. So yeah, and then this line here, that's going to be the center of the center. That's going to be the halfway point for your eyes, and then below that. So this is the center of your eye. On that line is going to be half, and under that is going to be other half, and you're just drawing a football. And then you can shape it up, as I say, however you want to. Like that chin is too long, here's your bottom lip. The chin is too long, or that square from the beginning was too long, but you can shape it up, as I said, and bring that out. But this is just a quick shape, a quick, not a shape, a quick structure for the face. Remember the circle, I would say half the circle, halfway through the circle, then you can do your square like that, square or rectangle, and then just go from there. Follow those steps. Make the head a little bigger because this doesn't have to come out some more. You have your, I'm not even gonna start naming these parts. That comes in and then you bring it out more like that, lower the head. But this is not a head tutorial, this is a expression tutorial. And then your ears here. You can, as I said, start shaping this up a little bit more. But if you're having a hard time drawing faces, then it's a good way to start. Your eyebrows up here, whatever, your wrinkle lines, your hair. Like that. So yeah, your neck. And then just kind of shape it up. Or you can just do the oval. Some people have trouble doing ovals. I don't know why. I'm working on something now. I'll give you like a little preview of it in a minute, and then you can just do your face. But that's on you. So expressions. Now the main expression, the main thing is, and I'll do the oval. Your eyes. Your eyes and your eyebrows are the main things that you need to focus on when doing expressions. Let's just say your eyes are here, and I'll start doing more cartoony because it's quicker. Your eyebrows and your mouth. Now, of course, if you've done anger, your eyebrows will shift. Your eyebrows will shift. Let's see if I do the same one again. Eyes, nose, make a triangle nose and a mouth. Triangle nose and a mouth. Now, it's the same face, basically, you say the same face, just a little smaller. If I shift his eyebrows up like this, even without doing anything to the eyes, you can tell this guy's mad. He's angry. So a lot of it is the eyebrows. Now, when you get mad, your eyes are going to close more, but we're focusing on the eyebrows now. Let's just say if I did another one. Here's the eyes, nose, and the mouth. Now, if I turn it the opposite way from this side, you have that sad or I'm sorry expression, or that sad or sorry expression. Now, if I did it again, and I really don't have to keep drawing the face, but I want to show you nothing changes on the eyes and the mouth. Eyes, nose, the mouth. And then if I lifted the eyebrows up completely higher than this and curved them, that gives him a more of a, where'd it go? I'm looking in the monitor. That can give him more of a, what is it, that word I'm trying to say? Like he's pondering, he's thinking, he doesn't really care, he's not sure, because the eyebrows are raised, and because his mouth is turned a little bit, give him a little smug look. But your main thing is your eyebrows. How are your eyebrows going to go? Like I said, you could be doing manga with the big eyes, the whole manga thing. However, you do your manga eyes, and then your eyebrows will tell the whole story. But that's manga. Did I do that out of the camera? So now, as I say, when your eyebrows are here and relaxed, your eyes will be relaxed too. When they are mad, I'm reaching for a pen. Hopefully this pen will write. When they are mad, they're going to close more. Like that. It gives it that expression. And of course, your mouth is going to go down. It's going to get that frown more. And just these are just little tweaks that you do. Now, when you get more into it, then you learn to add more to it, like the eyebrows, the brow kind of wrinkles up here, and it curves, and so they both wrinkle up here, and it curves, and then you can have that extra piece right there, that muscle there. The nose, how does that thing? It goes, I think it's like a X. And then you have, because you're crinkling your face so much, you have that line that goes down there. Your nose, you leave your nose alone, because the nose usually doesn't move too much unless you're drawing a really, really detailed face. Then you can actually add to the mouth, like you can open the mouth a little bit, showing some teeth. And then, of course, you have to have your bottom lip. So it's just little tweaks that do it. Now, if you want to, I mean, if you're like really getting into it, then you add that little, I don't know what you call that, the little puppet lines. But that makes your character a little older when you do that. The more lines you put in the face, the older the character is going to get. Like I can do something like that. And that shows that he's really mad because his whole brow was kind of wrinkling up. But it also indicates he's an older character, an older guy, mainly because of this. So another thing is when you have the eyelids, so you want to put that line right there. That's getting into more detail. So if you did an eye, and the way I do eye is I do rectangle, and then I'll chop it like this, like that. That's how I start an eye, and then I'll just round it off. I'll keep that, and I'll just round it off, staying in that rectangle. So I end up with this if this pen writes. And then if I do a woman's eye, this would be much higher. I'll do something like this. This will be way up here on this line, because usually the man's eye, you want to keep this part and this part on the same line, or this point and this point on the same line. This one's a little up because I'm just used to doing that. But a woman's, this line and this point are definitely higher. So this could actually be a woman's, but it could be a man's too. But if I added lashes to that, it would definitely turn into a woman's eye. And this pen is not doing good. Let's switch up. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll just basically do this, and then curve it like that. Or you can just do the football. But usually if you're drawing straight, like you have your line for your eye, it's kind of like easier to put it on that line or above that line, however. But getting back to it, your eye, you have that little brow, that extra, that line for that eyebrow. It's not your eyebrow, that's your lid that comes up. And this is really getting into detail. It's going to curve because I said it drops down. All this is a, maybe I need to stop because my brain wants to shut down because I'm 2 sentences ahead. That sucks back into your head. So you're going to have that part like that, and you can just shadow, and the bridge of your nose goes right up into your eyebrows. Of course, your nose, which really doesn't move too much. But as far as your eyes, that's all the detail you would put in your eyes. It's just this little piece here, and you don't really have to have it. And then your eyebrow, depending on if it's a man or woman or how thick you want your eyebrow. As I said, that actually just curves around into the nose. And people really don't do noses because noses don't really have that much of a function, and they're ugly. If you draw a nose too big or too small, it just doesn't fit. Especially if you're drawing a woman, you have to draw that right nose for that woman to look good. Now, the mouth, you have that philtrum or septum, one of the two. Maybe it'll pop up down here when I get it right. And then the top of your mouth curves around that, and then there. Now, if you're doing a man, if you want to do the full mouth, you do a small upper lip, and don't connect the bottom lip. And then, of course, darken that because shadow. Now, getting back into expressions. Now, if this guy was sad, I'll open his eyes a little bit more. Or not, yeah, sad, or he's kind of like sorrowful. Open his eyes a little bit, not too much, not like the surprise eyes. And then the same thing with the I don't want to call it a brow, the lid, that extra skin, I'd bring that around too. And then there's your eyebrow, your eyebrows here. Your nose doesn't have much to do with that expression unless you're crazy mad, then it'll crinkle up. And then your mouth, you can just open it a little bit like, oh, I didn't know, I'm so sorry. And then of course your bottom lip. Put your eyes in the center. You can make them a little smaller versus having it big like that. Just make them a little smaller, like they're in the center of your face. As I say, it has to do with your style. This guy, the eye would be coming. You see the top of the eye, a little bit of the top of the eye, not too much, because you don't want him to be looking down. Well, he is looking down, so let's not even do that. Center the eye again. He's mad, and then you have these little, when you get crazy, stupid mad, you get those little, what they call it, the crow's feet. You can have the extra line under the eye. But the more you do it, the older he gets. I mean, unless you have a slim looking face, but yeah, you don't want to go too crazy. What was that one? This one is more surprise. This one's going to be, the eye will be open more. Definitely surprise, wide open. Small eyes again. That nose doesn't play a part, as I say. And then you can start shifting the mouth. You could have like just a little, close your mouth like that, or just small like that, like, whoa, I didn't know, versus the open mouth. Now, when you're starting to get into comics, then your mouth does play a part. Let me say eyes, nose, and then you can do your mouth. However, that could be the way he's talking. But you don't want to do too much of a kid's thing. It all depends on your style. So it's hard for me to do, when people say, show me how to do this or show me how to do that. It's hard for me to say, to show you, because I'm showing you in one style and you might not need that style. Now, let's do a 3/4, because we can do a 3/4 face, especially when it comes to the mouth. The eyes a little low. So out, in, out, down, curve, and out. And the one thing about this is, like I said, where your mouth is, you'll have that end of the chin line, and your top lip doesn't really move. When you open your mouth, it's just the bottom part that moves. This may shift a little bit, but this won't really go up and down unless you pucker or something. So that's just something to remember, that it's all in the bottom lip. Unless you're doing cartoon, then you know you're overly doing it, which for comics is really good. But in real life, this is not going to move. Just this part is hinged to the bottom because your teeth are here. And that's not going to move because of that way that jaw is made. That's not going to move. But you have this jaw, and I'm trying to draw this. This piece goes up and down, and your teeth are here. So this is the part that's going to move, and of course you have your lips that are there. So it's just going to open up from down, the down part in your bottom lip. So, but doing your mouth, if you're going from the side, it's going to do something like this. You have your mouth, so it comes down, and the side is going to come in a little bit like that. And then you might see like some of that wrinkle from there. And then of course your teeth, depends on how much you turn, and how much teeth you want to see. And of course your bottom lip, you might not want to see any teeth. And your tongue back here, which would be, starts in a little shadow. You might see shadow from the nose. You might not. And as I said, this goes right up into the eye. This curves and it goes up to the eyebrow. So depending on if he's mad, if he's surprised or whatever, just that line can follow up and then there. Like that. And of course you're gonna elongate this little piece, and then your chin. And then that hook right there comes up, and then yeah. Second line. And you usually, if it stretches a little bit like that, you'll have that little jaw line, unless the character is like really thick, or a lot of meat, or just fat, let's just say that. And then that can push up that brow here to give it a little more expression. Now, little expressions like being shy or coy or something like that, the best thing to do, and I should have said that before I even started this video, is to get a mirror, because any animator, professional animator, artist has a mirror in front of them so that they can look at their own expressions. So you just start making your own expressions, and then you'll be able to draw these things a little bit better. And as I say, it depends on your style. What style are you doing? But as long as you remember the eyebrows, as I said, the mouth, the nose doesn't really make a difference. The opening of the eye, and then you start mixing and matching to make crazy little expressions. The eyelid, this part is sucked in, so you can have that. You don't have to. And then when your mouth starts to make these crazy shapes, you just add some wrinkles for extra emotion. All right, I'm going to do one more side view because I know somebody probably was like, how did you do the 3/4 view? So I always do the oval, and I just keep going until I get the shape that I want. Then this is going to be your straight on face. Just imagine an egg with a line going around it. The more you turn that egg, the more that line is going to go around until the line is on the side. So basically, however you want them facing, like that. Find out center line, center, kind of center. Then your nose, another half, and then just below that, the mouth. You can bring it all the way across the page if you want to. Now the nose is going to be that half a triangle. Triangle, yes sir, you got it right. And wherever this point touches this top line, it's going to curve up because that's just the way the bone structure is. Now, this is your actual head. This is going to curve in. Let's say this is my line here. This is going to come down to wherever that line is, that circle line, and this line hits. And then it's going to go out just a little bit, down and out for the I guess it's the jawline, the chin, the under the eye, where the skeleton, that little part right here. Now, I don't know what that's called right now. And then you're just going to come back in to the face as it goes down. And then because you turned it, your chin is going to actually, because the chin is like a ball, you're gonna get some curve for that chin. Not too much, it depends on your character, but you're gonna get that curve for that chin because you have the ball here, you have that ball here, you have it here, and then of course you have that big old ball. Just think about that when you're drawing. You have these balls under there, so your head is gonna shape around those balls. And then your nose is gonna curve down into that philtrum or septum. I think it's philtrum. I'll go with that. Philtrum, septum. I'll go with it. So as I say, you have this under your nose. But that's only when you're drawing realistic stuff, because you can look at a million drawings and you'll never see that until you look at the realistic. But because the nose is shaped, it curves around like that, and it curves into the lip. Realistic, doing more of a realistic, you'll have that little piece there. And then your lip, however your lip is, which is, I just killed the lip from the room for the chin. So if you open your mouth, as I said, if you open your mouth, if it's closed, it's going to be like this, like that. If you open it, you're going to get that roundness to it. It's not going to be round like this, like you see in the Flintstones and a lot of anime. Too many lines, too many lines. It is going to open like this, roundness, and then drop down. Not straight down. It's gonna go in a little bit and then come back out, and then curve around to meet the other part. And then of course you have your bottom lip, and you're gonna have to extend this because you just opened your mouth. That ball is still going to be there. You have the bottom lip and that ball is underneath of it. So you're going to come around that ball. Yeah, this is a long face, but you just have to work with that. And you can change the shape of the mouth. Like if the guy's smiling, you're going to bring it up a little bit, maybe curve it in, put that little smile line on there. You could be talking and smiling. And you might, depending on the angle, you might see a little bit on the other side. And of course, if somebody's smiling, they gotta have teeth. Tongue, maybe a little teeth down here. And darken that in. Flatten the nose a little bit, or nostril. And then there, you really won't see too much of the nostril. It's best not to even try to do the nostril on the other side. Comes in, this one's gonna come up. You can break this up. Instead of having one long line, just break it up and it curves into there and then curves down. And again, your eye line, your eye is going to be on that line, half and half. Sucks in, because this whole thing sucks in here. And then that cheekbone, that's what I was trying to say. And it comes down like that. And it'll be the same thing for the other side. Wherever that line is, wherever your mouth is, that's where your chin is going to turn up and go up. Eye again is going to be, and the nose, did I do that? Your eye is, the mouth is going to be the center of your eye, the ends of your mouth for a perfect face. The ends of your nose are going to be the inner part of the eye, as I say, for a perfect face. So wherever this is for your perfect face, straight up, this is where your eye is supposed to start. It's going to be on that line. The other half is going to be under that. Now that's a little closer. I should have pulled that one back. But since I inked it, you just move this one over a little bit. So about right there. Because I always draw crooked faces. My faces, I think my faces and hands are my weak points. But I've been doing a lot of hands, so I'm better at hands. And of course, as I said, don't reject yourself. Don't be negative. I'm a great artist. The more I draw, the better I become. And then you have your lid. And then, of course, this comes around. And then your eyebrow, depending on what type of expression that person is making. Ear, jawbone, your head, and this little piece right here, which is, I don't know what that piece is called right now. And then you work on that. Yeah, it's a crooked face. Yes, it's a crooked face, but it's a crooked face. So yeah, without running this into the ground, 30 minutes with some editing. Just remember your eyebrows are your first eyebrows. Your eyebrows are your first line of defense. Then your eye opening, then your mouth, and then just work on it. Buy a mirror, get a mirror, put it on it doesn't have to be a big mirror, put it in front of you on your table or wherever you're drawing, and then just start making expressions and just seeing, or take pictures of yourself. Everybody has a cell phone, take pictures of yourself. I'm sure you got 1 million pictures of yourself anyway with making crazy expressions. Just start drawing that. You don't have to draw it so much realistic, just anything could be an eye. This is an eye. These are 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. And then, as I say, just start out by like that with your eyebrows. Another eye. Angry eyes. Nose. You can do this. The eyes can be, any type of way that you want to draw, depending on cartoony or realistic. I said I was going to get rid of this pen because this pen is not drawing worth anything. So yeah, I can ramble on about eyes and expressions forever, but this is just a quick video on the end of my knowledge that I wanted to drop. So for you that asked for it, I forgot what your name was. I was going to say that. I might put it down here because you just asked for it like the other day. There you go. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with more videos with a little more knowledge for those who are ready to receive that knowledge and more drawings. So I'll see you guys in the next class. The bell is ringing. Go home.